That's what you see in one of our screens. They have been rowing for 23 hours and 15 minutes now, and it's a relay. So they sent us a couple of information here. So,
and this is the first time, right? This is the first time we have someone using ErgZone in such long workout. We've had people doing like 100 Ks, right? I think that was the max, but never something like 24 hours.
Yeah, I think those guys did something like 100K relay or something.
Yeah, 100K. Yeah. But now like 24 hours.
So
like 100K took, I don't know, 6-7 hours, but this is like 24 hours. So
yeah, let me just tell who are they, because they sent me. So they are the Polynesian Federation de Aviron. I'm not sure. It's probably wrong.
Let me try to do like a Fédération Polynésienne de Aviron.
Yeah. So what they did was 25 persons from 2 different clubs. One is Cap Marara and Fari Ho. I'm sorry if it's wrong, Kevin. And so they did a mixing recreational rowers with masters. One thing they wanted everybody to know is like they're not trying to go for a record because of COVID. They have to when they change, they have to clean the erg.
When the athletes are changing.
They're changing. Yeah. So you gotta be one athlete at a time, and when they change, they need to clean. So that's important for them, to everybody to know it, because of the government there. So they are following the protocols. So so they're live, and I think a lot of our users understand what the live is at this point, but we can talk a little bit about, for those that don't know, or even just give more information.
Yeah, because we also released a new feature. So if you are a paid member, so if you're paying for a group at ErgZone, so you can go to admin.erg.zone, and this is what you see when you're there. So you can see your groups, but now we have this tab here, live. So if you click live, you can see all the groups that you are following that have someone that's live. So you'll be able to see them here, and you can click in one of those and see their live data. And maybe you can also, I see someone live, I want to join them, and then you can do a workout together.
Yeah, everybody probably have seen something. I can show in a minute. There is an icon about the live, right? So when you're in the app also, and you're going through your groups, your list, you may see that someone is live. So
yeah, on the live stream here, I'm not sure if you'll be able to show the mobile app.
I can show you. So the cool thing about the live is it works for many different scenarios. So what's happening, I feel like that's very cool. How did we come up with the live? There was a couple of reasons. We wanted to build something for clubs, for gyms, for rowing,
we built the live during COVID, right? So we had a bunch of coaches that were not able to go to the gyms, to the clubs. So we built the live for them initially, so they could remote coach their athletes. So every feature that we have here initially was built for them. But we always also had in our minds the idea of building something that can be displayed in a TV or in a projector, like behind us. We have mentioned that, but we're projecting the live here. It's not the same thing that we see here, but it's just that.
Yeah, it's the same data, maybe a little not synchronized because.
So we built the live for that, so you could like remote coach, but also in a club, in a rowing club, or in a gym, you could put this data on the TV and everybody could see it. So right now you can only see one single tile. That's what we call those cards. We call tiles. And then you can see this first thing here is the name of the person. So in this case, they created their own logbook account for the ErgZone group.
Yeah.
So it's FPA, and each rectangle here, it's very small, you can't see it, but it's
because they're 50.
It's 50, each interval, each split. So they, on this case, they broke the 24 hours in 50 split intervals of 29 minutes, 28 minutes, 29 minutes, 28 minutes.
Yeah.
So the reason they did this 29, 28 was to count for that 1 minute, so they could clean the erg, and then the next athlete can start. So each athlete was rowing 28 minutes. So this tile here, you can customize any of the metrics. So right now we have first metric is elapsed time, so you can see in hours how long this is going. You have the distance meters, so almost 3,000 meters here. You have the pace, this is the current pace, not the average pace. Current stroke rate, watts, and SPI.
Yeah, in that screen you pretty much can add any metric we have available on ErgZone.
Yeah. So this is one mode that you can that you have on the live. So this tile. So if you click on this tile, then you can see the regular ErgZone view on the mobile app, but on the desktop, right? So we have more columns because we can fit more data here. So you have, I don't know how many, maybe 10, 12 columns here. And then you can scroll down and see where they are. So they are on the second last interval, 20 minutes, counting, 20 minutes, less than almost 8 minutes close to this interval to finish, and then they're gonna start the last one. And then you can see the percentage there, 97% complete. So this is like another mode that you can view the app, the live. So you can close here, and then you're back to the tiles. If you had another athlete joining this session, you would see another tile here. And we have also another view here. So if you click this icon here on the top, now it's we call like the list view here. So it's like a horizontal way of displaying the data. So you're horizontally scrolling all your intervals here. So it's a lot of intervals. This work out 50. But it's like the same data but displayed in a different way. So this looks more like the race software that the Concept 2 has, where you see each athlete horizontally.
Yeah.
And on the erg race, they have the boat following the user, and in our case, we have this line that goes in the entire athlete's card, so you can see exactly any metric that you see. You kind of have an idea where they are on that interval. So here we can see they're very close to finish it.
That's very cool when you have more people going head to head, so you kind of can see where they are, like on the whole workout. So the live. So when we launched the live, Gabriel said we were thinking about, there was one coach in England that asked me if we could have something like that, because she was having a hard time. She wanted to see the technique of her rowers, so because of COVID, she couldn't see them in person anymore, so now they're using Zoom calls. And she wanted to see them moving, of course, to make sure they were doing the right stroke. But at the same time, she wanted to see their PM5 to make sure they were not only following the goals, but like going on the targets she set. So with the live, she was able to just ask this athlete, don't point your camera to the PM5 anymore. Just point to yourself, or whatever angle was better for her, and then she could go live. She could see all the data live. So now other coaches are using that as well for remote coaching. But in conjunction to that, to the places where they can go in person and have classes, we have other places using the live. So can you show, I guess one of the ErgFit maybe first? Yeah, this one, the second last. Yeah, ErgFit is one of our clients. We love Brad, and he uses our app in every class he has. And what he does, he was using that on the it's okay. So he was using it on his iPad. So instead of going behind each user, each athlete and looking and what they're doing, he could just kind of see everybody, go talk to them, but kind of observe from afar. And now I think he is also working on a big screen because he liked how it looks like. Another club that is using it is our friends from, I think it's on that last step, our friends from Live to Row. I say Live to Row all the time.
It's a live feature, so yeah. Live to Row.
So they use it. Oh, great. Awesome. There you go. Live stuff. That's how it is, girls. I love it. So you see he's using it so everybody is there rowing together, and he has all the 4 athletes on the screen.
Yeah, he has like 2 TVs here. The athletes are they're rowing, but they can see the TVs.
Yeah.
And he also has another one in the back.
Yeah, I don't think that's how they do like a race, and not like a regular class is a race, but that's also something that some folks think that's very cool, because when they can see each other, they kind of feel pumped to kind of push themselves if they're doing like a kind of a challenge at the end of the class or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is anything else like from the live that
yeah, let me see if I can show some of, this was another gym that was using the live on the projector.
Oh yeah, Ben.
EK Athletics. Yeah. So Ben, he competed on the CrossFit Games on the Masters category. Yeah. He's using the app with his gym, and this was one of the trials that they did with the live. So they had a projector as well, the same way we have here. They put on the gym, and people were. On this video here, you can see the card flipped. So this is another feature that we have. You can enable kind of like a race mode. So the cards are ordered by who is the fastest, right? Who is winning the race. So the first stays on the first card, right? So it's not using the PM5 race mode. It's just doing the calculation, who is the first, who is the second on the fly. We might at some point integrate with the race mode, but
yeah,
we're not there yet.
Yeah, a lot of people ask us, because what we do is we do not check for false start. So does it work as a competition? It does. Last week we were in our local competition here, and we use our app for 7 machines. So it was a workout that had ski, row, and bike, because when we started planning to join the competition, we got it a little later in the game, we learned about it. So we didn't want to plug all the machines, because we had to change a couple things, but we plugged on all bikes. And it was 7 heats with 7 athletes each, and it was a success. It was very fun to watch, like the athletes watching each other and feeling like pumped to go faster, because when you're on the bike, you don't know how much faster you are than everybody else. you really only know if you went to the bike first or not.
Yeah, so this was like a local competition here in Jacksonville, Florida, and when we talked to the organizers, like they already had the workout right for this competition. The workout, actually, the competition was a partner competition. So it was, I think it was male and female, but there were some teams with male, female.
I don't think
there were 2 female.
I don't think so. I don't know.
But
could be.
Yeah. So the workout was 500 meters. Partner 1, 500 meters on the ski erg, and then partner 1 needs to tag partner 2, so partner 2 can start on the ski erg, so the same 500 meters.
Yeah, and then partner
1 goes to the rower, finishes the rower, then goes to the biker.
Yeah.
And then partner 2 just follows the partner 1.
So what was cool was to watch the last one, because you know who got to the bike first, but you at that point it's just someone is spinning. If someone is spinning faster and going faster, or just spinning faster.
Yeah, so you have no idea who is winning on the bike erg, right? So we had this idea, okay, let's put ErgZone on the bike ergs, so we will know who is going to win that hit, right? It wasn't like the whole competition, because usually those CrossFit competitions, they have multiple hits throughout the day, and it wasn't like a regular competition that we have the module in the app. It was just like, okay, let's put this information on the TV. So what we did is we got 7 devices, 7 Android devices.
We had 1 iPhone.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah. So we bought 5 Android devices. We already had 2 devices, and then we created 7 logbook accounts. And we named each logbook account as Station 1, Station 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And ErgZone, those colors that we choose for each athlete is based on the name of the user. So it never changes based on your. So Thais Camilo will always be, what's her color? Red. So mine is Gabriel Reyes is always green. So we knew that if we kept the names and just change like the number, we would have like different unique colors for each.
Yeah, we did something very cool. We need to get some more photos that we kind of named all the bikes with the same color so everybody could see. And I will not lie, because of COVID, we haven't been able to travel and see our clients using our app. I was very emotional on the first heat. First, I was afraid something would go wrong because, it's live stuff. But I was very emotional when I saw that, and you would see like people watching the athletes and kind of looking at the screen, the big screen, and screaming at them was very cool. And we know like some clients are doing that and love it, like it's almost like the experience of Orange Theory, Polar Club and stuff like that, but it's not only based on heart rate. You can show heart rate if you want. We don't have it on this one, but you can.
So like for this competition, we decided to not display any metric. It was just the progress, so people would just see and know who is winning, right? That hit. So,
the color.
So that's why here you just see the bars. And you see here that yellow Station 4 is winning, and then like Station 3 and Station 6 are very close to each other, and even Station 7. So it was a way for like, and it was very cool to see like people, so you can see like people working out, right? And they were doing the.
I think there is one they were looking at the camera maybe.
Yeah, and then here we have the spectators looking at the TV. And then ErgZone here.
It was cool.
So it was very cool.
How long we have? We have like 25 minutes.
Yeah, let's go back to the reason of the talk.
ErgZone has been going for 23 hours and 35 minutes.
First time.
For a long time.
Yeah, 24
Yeah,
hours.
so if anybody wanna like have questions about the live, they can always message us on Instagram. They can email support@erg.zone. Will probably hear from me, and I can I'm available to like do a demonstration, and I would love to learn about your gym, your club, or your group of friends that want to take advantage of that. I feel like I don't know how is everybody else is doing right now, but things are heating up here local in Jacksonville again. So it feels like if I were to go somewhere and work out, I probably would just stay home at this point. So it does feel like connecting, and that's why we wanted to do it.
Yeah.
That was not our priority, like we were doing some other stuff. So ErgZone has a couple things maybe people know that you can now it's new. It came after the live, which is the training plans. You can buy training plans. That was our priority first, but then when people started to not be able to go to gyms and work out in groups, and coaches were kind of having a hard time to keep their business running with the gyms closed, we kind of switched gears to that.
I don't know if the video on Instagram is not working.
Oh, it's
paused. Yeah, we gotta keep this thing going.
Sorry.
We miss people from Instagram, sorry, but you can catch up on YouTube.
Yeah.
We are also doing the live on YouTube. So if you miss this 5 minutes that we are talking here, you can
I
go
don't
to
think it
YouTube.
was 5, yeah. So Gabriel and I.
So we still need to talk more about the features of the live. There are more stuff.
Okay. Can you see them? I don't know.
So one of the things you can do also is change font size, the text size, so you can increase, reduce the text size or increase. So if depending on the size of your TV, your projector, you can adjust those things, and how many people are doing this workout, or if it's just you can put on the big projector and you see everything.
That's what I
right?
do.
Yeah,
I love it.
Another thing that you can do is people watching, they can click on the emojis and send the emojis, and then whoever is watching this will also see the emojis. So if the person that's working out, they see the emoji, they see that people are watching them, and then
so
it's actually true. Like you get motivated to, someone is watching.
Yeah, I remember Gabriel did something on the live on a Saturday. So I did a half marathon on the ski in the morning, and he did something inspired by the half marathon. And then he was working all day, and then later he came and said, okay, I'm done. Now I'm gonna do a half marathon too. And then he was, and one of our users saw it on Instagram because I went live, and he, on his phone watching ErgZone, he noticed that someone said something, hey, I'm watching, it's cool, and like I'm watching the live, like the numbers, and it's very cool to watch. And he said he felt like a little pump on that, right? He felt like motivated to keep going. And then when he stopped, he went and built the emojis on the live. That's pretty much what happened. He was like, okay, that's gonna be cool.
It's cool to be observed. Well,
yeah,
some people might like it, some people just like
I know, and people have the option to do that also. So when you start a workout and you do not want to share your information, you have the option to go there and say don't share, disable or something. So we want to make sure everybody's happy. But so far a lot of people, I have jumped in a session that was not something I was planning to do because someone else was there, even though we haven't talked or anything. I know Gabriel had joined Kevin, one of the guys who organized that once.
There you go. Just see someone join the live and send the thumbs up emoji, so you reply with more emojis. So it's like the same as like Facebook Live.
We wanna bring a little more social to ErgZone, and we will. We know like a lot of people have all kinds of ideas, and we love to hear them. And we do absolutely wanna make everybody's dreams come true. It's not always that we can make something happen because we still have some plans. I think it's working. We have some plans for ErgZone, and then we can deviate too much. But overall, everything that people ask us, it's kind of very reasonable. It's pretty much a matter of time.
Yeah.
Which brings us to something else, like to have a live option, anybody can have it. Everybody who has a group. So we have a lot of coaches right now that they have their own programming. They make their programming before ErgZone, most of them, but a couple of them just became a coach, and they have their, they sell training plans or weekly programming, monthly programming. And so those folks, they have the live available because they own a group. So anybody could have it. And if you do create a group, it is one way to support ErgZone. Gabriel and I, we work very hard on that on our spare time, as spare it can be with 2 kids under 6. So that's we have a couple of users, and we understand it's not everybody who is willing or can, and it's fine. Our app is gonna, what you have for free is always, we don't have any plans to charge for that, but we do have like things that people can have that's cool, brings them value, and also keeps us going, so eventually we can have a bigger team and kind of like and do things faster and stuff like that.
Cool. So coming back here again, so the live feature is great. That there are so many things, and we just keep talking, and we can talk about more features, right? So another thing that I haven't mentioned is the settings. So if you click here, this gear icon, it's gonna pop up the settings, and this is where you can configure what you see, right?
Can you see it though? I don't think they
might be
can.
too small, yeah. But the first option here, if you are on this mode here with the tiles, you have the option to see overall or per interval metrics. So here I flip the configuration. Now we see the current interval, so lapse time for that current interval. So everything here is for the interval. So it's the same metrics that you see on the ErgZone app on each interval. So in this case, it will be average. So the 500 meters here, the pace is average, SPM is average, watts average, SPI average based on the stroke and watts. So this is one configuration. The other one is the race mode. This is when you enable the race mode. So if you want to do a race not using the race mode on the PM5, but just on ErgZone, you can enable this, and ErgZone will see who is on first and on second, and then flip the cards and do like a nice animation. Not everybody likes to race, right? And ErgZone is more like a training tool, so this is off by default. If you don't like the emojis, right, you don't want to see any emojis, you can disable the emojis here. And here is where you can customize the metrics. So you have metric 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can click here on the metric, change which metric you want to see. You can remove that metric. You can at the bottom here you can add a new metric. So if you want to see a 7th metric here, you can click here, and then let's say drag factor. Now we can see which drag factor they are using on the race, on the workout. So it's very customizable. Some coaches, they like to see watts and SPI. Other coaches like to see pace and rate. So you can choose the metric you want to see based on what you believe, right? So anyone can customize. So like if you have multiple viewers, each viewer can customize their own metrics. So like me, I'm looking at those 7 metrics, but Thais, if she's on her computer, she can change and just see like a few metrics, 2 or 3. So very flexible, and this makes very powerful. So any gym, any club can use those things and customize the way they want it.
Yeah.
And I think that's it for the features of the live view, right? I don't think we have.
Um,
Oh, what happened?
this phone keeps locking.
Yeah, so we want to do more things for the live, right? We want to actually not for the live, but for the metrics. Like we want to add different metrics to the app. Like a lot of people are requesting like some metrics that you can see on their data, like
Drive length.
uh, peak watts. What else?
There is something.
Yeah, all
I
like,
can
yeah,
remember from top
like
of my
we
head.
don't use those metrics, so that's why we are like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
we're not gonna put on ErgZone yet from the beginning because we didn't know why people needed them. But yeah, a lot of people like those metrics. So once we bring that to the app,
They're gonna be available.
they will also be available on the live. The way we built ErgZone is very composable, very flexible. So anything that we do for the mobile app goes automatically, not automatically, maybe a few adjustments, but the same code can go to the live. How we calculate those things here, like the same logic is the same for both the mobile app and the live here. One thing we have like a prototype of a one metric that's very cool. Why it does that?
I don't know. Your phone keeps dying on me. I'm gonna keep clicking it.
So one of the metrics that we have is the power curve, and that's something that I started like a prototype beginning of the year, maybe.
No, it wasn't that much. But anyway, you just got a little discouraged because
So we learned that the power curve data is not available to all PM5s. So I believe the PM5 V1, there are like 3 versions of PM5s, V1, V2, and V3. So V1 is the first PM5 that was released. It's very easy to know that's the PM5 V1. If you look at the logo at the top, at the top left, the Concept 2 logo, it's all white. There's no color. So that's PM5 V1. So PM5 V2, the logo, the Concept 2 is blank, is white, but the logo is like green, right? The Concept 2 green color or yellow.
And everybody else that got a new rower,
the brand new rowers
or new skier or bike has the version 3,
V3,
which has the.
So we are like, okay, we can put the power curve, but it won't be available to all users. But
unless we calculate it with a lot of that, I don't know. We don't know how to.
Like we would have to have like a sensor to be able
a lot
to
of
calculate
things,
that. So it's something that's coming. We will release. It's almost ready. It's like a cool feature because it shows the power curve in a way that you can't see on the PM5 as well. You can see like the current curve, but for each interval, every data on ErgZone per interval is average, right? So the power curve is your average for that interval. So you can clearly see like if you're keeping consistency between your power on each interval, your power curves, right? So
your
you
power
can compare,
each stroke,
you can
like
compare
over time.
Like if fatigue is like changing your power curve like over time, right? So you can see more than the intervals at the end has like a different power curve because you're already tired and all that. So it'll be cool to see that metric.
Which was one thing that coach I mentioned before she wanted to see. Because we are not coaches, we barely know how to use a lot of those metrics. We don't understand why someone could see the power curve. I don't understand by looking at the power curve. I kind of have an idea what my power curve should look like because a couple of coaches told me. But by looking at it, I couldn't say, hey, someone is not pushing or pulling with her arms or something, but she told me she could. So I thought it was very cool, and that's something that would bring a lot of value for it.
Yeah, and that's something that once we start reading the power curve data, we can also use some AI, like artificial intelligence, to detect those things. Um, we've done some prototype, like not with ErgZone, with AI, but regarding like exercising. Like we did like a prototype where we could measure how many squats you were doing. So we had like a camera recording you in real time. And actually, no.
No, let's not go there.
But that's something that we can start doing. Like based on your curve, we kind of know what's the good curve, right? What's a curve that is the proper movement, and which curve is like a bad movement, right? So based on we need to know which ones are good and which ones are bad, and then we can tell you in real time, oh, you're, I don't know, pushing with your, not pushing with your legs, right? You're doing something wrong, because the curve will tell you those things.
You need a little more like input from like coaches and stuff.
We will need, on this case, we need some coach that knows a lot about power curves to tell us, and even use ErgZone and do some weird movements, so we can record what's a wrong power curve, and based on that we can have the data, and then now we can categorize your power curve and say, oh, you have a good power curve, bad power curve, and something like that. But this is probably like down the road. We have so many things in the backlog, so the app won't be smart for a couple of years. It's smart, like
it's smart. So we have 8 more minutes. That's very cool. Like 300,000. It's a lot.
300,000 meters in almost 20.
Hey, how is well, once they are done, that will be fun to watch the live on our website. What's gonna happen?
Oh yeah, that's true. So that's another feature that we recently released. So if you go to our website, erg.zone, right, this is the website. We have now stats. So if you click stats or just scroll down here, you can see who finished the workouts, right? So I think by default, this is what you see. You see the 3 ergs, you see the groups, and you see the last day. Like when you go to erg.zone, this is what you're gonna see. So for the last day, the Concept 2 group
has the most meters.
Has like 231 meters for the last day. So this is like the row, ski, and bike groups together, plus the rankings group that we recently created. And then followed by that, we have GA Garage Athlete with 200 meters. And 200,000, 200,000 meters.
We get
200K, 200K.
We get lost.
And then Fitness Matters, 149K, ErgFit, Row Along. So we have like all different groups here.
But take everybody else. Put just row. Let's see what we're doing here about rowing. So like Concept 2 have on the last day 180,000 kilometers.
No, meters.
Oh no. Oh well, yes. 100.
And we know metrics, right? We are from Brazil. Brazil uses metrics.
Yeah,
so.
But we don't talk thousands, like numbers like that. Like it's a little complicated. What does countries tells us, like the last day? I wonder if French Polynesia would even be on the first.
Yeah, USA 657K.
Yeah.
And UK 384.
Okay,
Australia,
so they're coming just behind it, like, and it's a very small island.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know what they're set it for, but.
No, they are. Oh, this is just the last day, right? Let's do 7 days. They are like here. Like for the last 7 days, they do. Oh no, you're right. This is Poland, not French.
Okay,
there it goes. This is the one. Polynesian. So they're here 149,000 meters.
On the last 7 days. But today.
Well, they're gonna be like plus 300. Let's say they're gonna probably be. here
Yeah, just behind
crossing.
France.
Yeah, or maybe more. Like
Yeah.
if they finish.
But put on like on that one day and we'll see.
Yeah, one
what's
day
gonna
they
happen.
will probably. They're very.
They're gonna be
I
on
think
the
they were
top.
saving. They're here just 10K.
Yeah.
They're like saving themselves for like their energy for the
Wow.
relay.
Well, they have like 5 minutes. Well, we will see what's
5
gonna
minutes
happen
left, yeah.
when we.
We'll see. Yeah, a lot of things can happen now. ErgZone servers could go down. Right, it's the first time we see 24 hours. So
It's gonna be a
it's the
lot
first
of
time
data
actually-
to send to
we don't
logbook.
even know if it's gonna upload to the logbook because we had some issues with the logbook like a while back, and we did a bunch of changes to make sure we can always send to the logbook, retry multiple times, and
But may
And
very
we
well
had-
fail
yeah.
and we need to do something
Yeah,
manual because
and-
it's gonna be a lot of data to send to logbook and we don't know if they're gonna time out us, right?
yeah. So we had some timeouts a while back, and especially like for a half marathon, I think was the ones that were just a half marathon was timing out, and we contact the concept to tech team, like the developers, and they're like, yeah, usually those don't have problems timing out, only when it's like a 24 hours thing, they told us. So maybe we're gonna actually see tonight, right, if the 24 hours data can go to the logbook without timing out.
But no worries, if it does, we will.
We
have
will
a
manually-
solution.
yeah,
we somehow we will make it work. We always do.
Yeah.
And it's good that we learned. That's what was. We did not plan this live before, but then, it was the first time someone was using our app for 24 hours non-stop. So it was very cool. Like it was like, why we're not going live? Why we're not like thanking them and like displaying our love and talk about the live a little bit.
Yeah, we know there's another group that is going to be using the ErgZone Live for their internal.
Relay? Is that
It's
relay?
like a relay. It's like an internal event.
I had no idea.
They're gonna do like a marathon. They have multiple gyms, and they're gonna do a marathon together in all those gyms.
Oh, so they're
and-
gonna put everybody together on the. How many users they're gonna have all together? You remember?
I'm not sure how many, but yeah, it won't be just one like here that we are seeing. They're gonna have more than one because it's like each individual will do the marathon.
Yeah, if someone is doing something like that, using our app to do something that kind of feels special, is an event or something, just let us know and we will like try to be live. We're gonna promote and do something. We love it. It's our way to say thank you.
Yeah.
That's why Gabriel said, why we're not going live? They are like working out for 20. When he told me we should go live, I thought he wanted me to join them rowing for an hour. And I'm like, I am not doing that. So, but then when he said, no, it's just like a live stream. I'm like, okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
So, wow, last
1 minute. 1 minute.
That's
That's
so
it.
cool. I don't know if everybody feels
We're gonna
that's
do a
very
countdown
cool.
at the 10. 9.
I'm so happy. Like, I'm sure like the energy in there. Next time we gotta talk to them, so we can have them live.
Yeah,
Like
we could
a
have like a
camera,
live. We could
a
invite them here
camera.
to the live stream, put
Yeah.
them on this video, and then we could see them rowing live. And the same way as we have the camera
Yeah.
with us, like on them. 30 seconds. Wow.
That's so cool. Let's see what's gonna
First
happen.
time.
Let's see what's gonna happen.
ErgZone is gonna crash.
If
Logbook is gonna
if we
handle.
go and we cut the connection very fast, it's because something happened.
The logbook is gonna be able to handle 10,
Yeah,
8,
let's
7,
let's see if her logbook will
5,
will be up.
4, 3, 2,
They probably
1.
done.
There you go! Look at that! They
are
finished!
done, I
Oh
know.
my god. Well, the data went to ErgZone. Like when we see the check mark, it means the workout's complete. Like they finished, it's saved on our servers. and now ErgZone is uploading to the logbook, and that's amazing. I'm
Yeah, well,
very happy that like ErgZone was able to hold like a 24 hours workout. That's crazy.
yeah.
We should probably like add these workouts to the rankable as an unofficial.
You know, I think Kevin told me something about the 1,000, 100,000.
100,000 as an
Yeah, like because
it
I'm
is
not sure.
official.
It's
The
in
100,000 is
it-
official
well,
for
it is
the
the century, but it's not a rank. It's not on the rankings. I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, so he told me.
It is rankable.
So I think the 24 hours should be maybe
It could
part
be,
of
yeah.
our official benchmark and.
Yeah, that not the benchmark, the rankings.
If that's what I meant, because nobody's gonna be
Let's
running.
not-
You
now
gotta-
we're gonna change the ErgZone target. Your target
target
pace is
pace
based on
on
your
your
the
24
pace for your
hours.
24 hours workout.
Well, I think that's it for today. We talked a lot. We did not plan that ahead, but it was fun. We thank you guys from the French Polynesian Federation.
Yeah.
You know, in Marara and Faraho. I don't know how to say that.
Faraho, the
Yeah.
Fédération Polynésienne de Aviron.
Oh my goodness. Thank you for trusting us. Thank you for giving us a lot of ideas. And to all our users, like, send us ideas. I love talking to our users. You're gonna call me. I will demo the app. I will learn what you need, and we're gonna see if there is anything we can build that's gonna make your business better.
Yeah.
And,
And there is something else. We have a survey going on asking for what you like about ErgZone, what you don't like about ErgZone.
If you would do.
Yeah, if you want to help us out, it's on our Facebook group page.
I think you could put it on our Instagram too. I could put
Instagram,
on the
yeah,
link
we're
tree.
gonna create a post on Instagram as well.
Yeah. So if like be real there. Like tell
Yeah,
us
we
what
are-
you think, because we wanna know, like, oh god, good grief. We keep. Yeah, so our survey. So just stop, right? I don't know.
No, the video was on, right?
Yeah, I don't
think
know.
It's just that this.
Okay, so yeah, anyways, we are working with a couple of people to help us, like, explain better about the zone, you know, like, because if you go to our website right now, you may not understand all we have. And that's one other reason why we should come live more times and talk about other things. So today was about the live. If you have questions, if you want us to talk about something specifically, let us know.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Bye everyone. Be safe.